Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to another video. It's 7 a.m. and I have to be at work around at 11, and it's kind of raining. So let's get to the gym real quick, and I want to be hitting triceps and bicep workout. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. I did work out this muscle group, but I didn't show you guys, so that's what I'll be doing today. Hopefully we get to the gym safe and sound, because the roads here are like really fucked up, and we want to be hitting the gym and coming back so that we can go to work as well. And we don't want to be late for that. So see you guys at the gym. Alright guys, so let's get started with the workout. The first warm-up set that we did is bicep curls with the barbells, and also overhead tricep extensions, again with the same barbell. We need to make sure that the entire blood is flowing in the triceps and biceps both. Make sure that you go full range of motion and feel the muscle. Again, this video is 2 times the speed, so I would have had to do it, because otherwise the video would have been so boring. And look at me flexing. The workout just began, like just got started, and I'm like flexing right there. And guys, this I did for 2 sets of 10 to 15 reps max, just so that your blood gets flowing in the muscles and the muscles are entirely stretched, so that when you focus on the muscles, you have the muscle under tension at every time, and you have the mind muscle connection as well, so you can feel the muscle. So the first exercise that we started off with is tricep push downs. Again, a really good exercise to target the entire tricep. We did, for each and every exercise except the warm-up, we did like 2 sets of 10 to 15 reps, and for the other working sets we went ahead and did 3 sets of each, making sure that we hit the muscle until failure. Again, we want to make sure that you tense your tricep before you're getting into the workout, so that your muscle is entirely tensed throughout the workout. And yeah, let's move on to the next exercise, that is dumbbell curls. This is a really good exercise for your biceps, like targeting specifically bicep entirely, all the 3 heads of the biceps. And look, you see the angle, how I'm twisting my wrist all the way to outward. That's to target the peak. So we need to make sure that your pinky is pointing outward when you go ahead and bring it up, and then retwist it into the different side, on the different side when you bring it down. For the second set, I went ahead and sat down, so because I didn't want to use my body momentum in order to lift the weight up. I can see the veins, it's pretty awesome. Now for the third set, I went ahead and we did really controlled movement and really slow motions, but I had to fast forward this video because otherwise it would have been boring again. Mentioned it already. Again, make sure that you are twisting your wrists. So the third exercise that we move on to is for triceps, that is skull crushers. This weight was pretty light. We started off with 15 kgs and then moving on to the 20 kgs and then 25 kgs. Believe it or not, it was pretty easy for me today. Might be because I hit triceps and biceps last week twice and this week already once on the first day. Things I gotta do for content, guys. So we need to make sure that your elbows are slightly at a different angle, or like kind of 60 angle, or maybe not sure, like not exactly 90 degrees, but a little bit more tilted towards the back, so that when you bring the weights up, you actually feel the tricep, the longer head. This exercise is to target the longer head of the triceps. Again, making sure that you do slow and controlled movements. This was the 25 kgs weight, I believe. So yeah, we need to make sure that you do controlled movements and push the weight all the way up and then bring it all the way to down. And with that, guys, we're done with this exercise as well. Now we move on to the fourth exercise, that is hammer curls. Again, a really good exercise to target your brachialis, that is on the outer side of your bicep. That actually makes the muscle look more fuller. So that's what we want to be focusing on if you want to focus on the bicep width. Here's the second set. things I gotta do to switch things up to just to show you guys the angle. I think this is one of the most effective workouts this entire series. So make sure to give it a try and let me know in the comment section below how you like it. And if you want personalized workout plan, make sure to DM me on Instagram. I will leave the link in the description box below. This was the third set, and with that we were done with that exercise as well. Now we move on to the fifth exercise, that is tricep push down on machine. This is a really good exercise. Again, once you have targeted all the tricep heads, this is a really good finisher, just so that you know the entire muscle can be squeezed at its fullest. There we go. That's the slow motion that I was showing you guys. Make sure to have controlled movements. And yes, this is another angle. Let's get it, boy. Yeah. Again, it was pretty heavy. I believe it was 65 or 70 kgs. I believe it was 65. I have done 70 before. It was like last week. But I thought it was good to, you know, show you guys with the entire formation. And then we move on to the sixth exercise, that is reverse bicep curls. This is a really good exercise to give your biceps the fullness that you guys are achieving, so that your arms look entirely bigger. Yes, now we move on to the second exercise, second set or the third set, I'm not even sure. I got to only film 2 sets in the last 2 exercises, so excuse that. We're gonna make sure that you are controlling your movement. Make sure when you hold the bar, make sure that your thumb is upward, because we're gonna make sure that you know we are able to use the entire bicep rather than the forearm or the wrist. And we definitely gotta finish off with some posing. Pretty awesome. Again, I felt it was pretty good. I believe this is my first morning workout in a really long time, in about 2 years or so, like in early morning. But it was pretty awesome. Again, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a like, share it with your friends, and once you try this workout, let me know in the comment section below how you like it. Peace out.